Well, it is that time of year where the best of the best are thinking about 2024 while they're closing out a strong 2023. Let's not forget that. But yes, many of the best that I know are setting up their goals, writing them down, checking with others, making sure they are measurable and trackable. We're going to have a great conversation with Omar, who is already working on his 2024 goals. How you doing, man?
Good. How are you, Michael? Hope everything's well. Thank you again. It's December 12th, man. We're so close to Christmas. We got 13 days.
Have you
Crazy.
done any of your Christmas shopping yet, or you wait till the last minute?
No, I got a few things done, which is cool, but I'd say I'm 50% of the way done.
Yeah, I worked in retail for about a decade, and I've got a habit of not shopping until the 24th. I don't even start till the 24th.
Bro, the 24th of November or
No,
December? The day
December
before.
24th. I head out early. I
Jeez.
head out by 9. I'm done by noon. I'm wrapped by 5, and they're open the next day. Yeah, that's just what I do. I don't even think about buying
That's
anything
funny.
until the 24th.
Jeez. Michael, that's
Uh,
crazy. That's
I've been doing it for 40,
funny.
40 years, I guess. Wow, pretty crazy. But let's talk about
Yeah.
2024 goals. I want to know what your goals
Yeah.
are. I want to know why goals are important to you. I know you've been doing them every year. Why don't we start there? Why is it important for Omar to get quiet and write down your 2024 goals? Why is it so important?
Well, it's just, I mean, it's been a habit or it's something that I've done for a long time, since 16. Honestly, really like 16, 17. And I laminated them all. And it's funny,
Yeah.
if I have them all still and I carry them with me everywhere. I have them all on my desk at home. And just yesterday I was looking at them and I was, the progression that from a one-page goal to a 3, 4, 5 page goal because I break them all down into personal, physical, financial, family, business, all of those, categories. And then in those categories, there's subcategories on what I want to accomplish and what are we in. Like as an example,
Mhm.
when I in 16, I owned a few houses. I think it was like maybe 10, 12 or something like that, or some normal number, right?
Mhm.
And I'd say, hey, I'm going into 2020 or not 2017. I'm going into 2017 with 7 doors or 8 doors. The goal was to get, 5 more or six
Mhm.
more. And then how I was going to break those down, whether they were going to be wholesale deals, flips, and some of my flips I ended up keeping. Some of the listing appointments I ended up buying, and I would write it down to the point of I want 35 listings this year, or 37 or 38 appointments, right? Out of those 38 appointments, I want to buy 3 or 4 of these listings.
Yeah.
And that's how I would break it down. And then I would monetize it, and say, hey, every transaction I want to make, $7,000 or $8,000. Because remember, the price points in 2016, 17 were a little different. They
Sure.
weren't what they are now. Now it's like $15,000 commission check versus, you
Yeah.
know, 6,000, 7,000 back then. And I have it all broken down. And it's like, to me, it's if you don't do that, how do you know where you're gonna go? Like, you
Yeah.
drive, right, Michael?
Oh yeah, I drive. Yep. Mhm.
Yeah. And if I told you here's 123 Main Street in the city of Ventura that you've
Yeah.
never been to, are you gonna put it into a GPS?
I have every time. Every time. Yes.
Every time. Why? Because you don't want to drive around aimlessly, right?
Yeah, and you know what? You really want to know the truth? I
Tell
would
me.
put it. I would put it in the GPS before I left my garage. And the reason that's important is I know generally how to get to Southern California without a GPS. I've done it
Right.
dozens of times. So I wouldn't put it in the GPS when I got close to Ventura. I would put it in early, just in case, just to get the traffic alerts, the crashes, just get all that other
Right.
stuff that comes with the GPS. So your point's valid. If you don't have a goal, you don't know where you're going. So get some goals.
Yeah. And then what can you strive for? Like, I
Yeah.
guarantee your goal was to make one rental at a time, a book. And it was
Yep.
probably something that was forthcoming. It was there. It was like, okay, when am I going to do it? When am I going to do it? When am I going to do it? And then you finally said, you know what? I got to
Yeah.
fucking do it. And then you did
Yep.
it.
Yep.
but you had the GPS in essence to really obtain that, hey, one rental at a time.
Yeah.
Like that
Well,
was
this,
that was the
I,
goal, and then it was the
yep.
YouTube and everything too.
Yeah. I mean, writing the book. And then once I got into writing the book, it was like, I'm going to write the chapters, and then I'm going to write the opening, and then I'm going to write the closing, and then I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this. And it's all, I mean, maybe it's because we're both commission-based salespeople. That's just how our mind works, right? We have a target, we achieve it. We have a target, we achieve it. We have a target, we achieve it. But I got to tell you,
100%.
there's a lot of folks out there. Let's just kind of pivot on this. I got to tell you, there are
Yeah.
some goals I hear real estate investors talk about that I absolutely hate. I'll give you for an example.
Oh, please share. Yeah, yeah.
One of the one of the goals that I see a lot that I hate is a net worth goal. I want to be worth $1 million. Net
Yeah.
worth is, it's a squishy number. It's full of opinions. It means almost absolutely nothing. I would
It doesn't mean
far
anything. Yeah.
rather have a cash flow goal. I want $800 a month. I want $1,100 a month. I want $250 a month than a net worth goal, because that is something, right? You could take that 250 or 800 or 1,100 and go, you know what? I'm going to make my car payment with this. I'm going to pay the electric bill with this. I'm going to do something with this. I hate net worth as a goal personally.
Yeah, because it fluctuates, and guess what? Like you said, it's a squishy number, and net worth is just what the value is versus what your debt against that property is, right? So it's $200,000 or it's $100,000, okay? But you have not realized it at all.
Yeah.
So you don't realize it until you sell it or refinance out. And who's going to refinance at 8.5%, 9% interest right now? So your
Mm,
really net worth doesn't mean much. Like you
mm,
just said, it's about the cash flow. I'd rather have a solid amount of cash flow making 80, 100, $120,000 a month versus, hey, I got, $7 million net worth, but okay, what's your cash flow? Oh, you're not
yeah.
at 80, you're at
Yeah.
20,000 or 15.
Yeah.
Okay, well, then you're super over encumbered and there's not
Mm,
enough spread there in the difference.
yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah,
The other,
it's a trip. It's a trip.
yeah. The other thing, do you have you actually written down any of your 2024 goals yet? Do you have a one or two you could, share as a sample?
Yeah, I'm pulling up right now on pages.
Yeah. The other
As
thing
a
while you're
matter of
pulling those
fact,
up,
I did.
uh,
Yeah,
one of the things I would, I'm going to ask you to do this as a favor. You're coming to our event in
yeah,
Vegas, February 17th and 18th. Could you bring your
we are.
laminated I'd love people to see it. I've seen them. We've talked about it before, but I would love people to
Yeah,
flip through it and go, wow, he's not kidding. He did this, for the last 20 years or so. So I think that'd be cool for people to
100%
see.
I will. Let me see. And what's crazy is that right here, goals 2024, baby. I call it the goals 2024. So
Nice.
I have um, right here. Number one, personal. The first thing, right? Have more faith in everything I do. Ask
Mm,
my pops for even more guidance. I love you, Dad. Rest in paradise. He's with us the whole time, and he's a big part of my life. That was the number one thing that I wrote down. Okay.
that's awesome.
And then the second, as personal, get a new tattoo for Mila Capri, which she's a year old. So I have my daughter here, and I have to get her, I got to get my other daughter somewhere, right? And it's a Roman numeral. So it's very specific to me.
Right.
Um, buy a 5-unit apartment building in 2024, 5+ units.
Okay.
So not an SFR, right? So it's a
Mhm.
10, 12, 15 units, something like that. That's
Yeah.
that's what I wanted or what I
Nice.
want. Um, establish a better relationship with Savannah, my oldest daughter, learn to be more present with everyone, work on becoming a better, partner, son, brother, and mentor for the office, create a better life for myself and Alyssa, with baby G, Mila, plus the new blessing that is coming,
Oh,
March of 2024.
damn,
Yeah,
son.
you know about this.
I did. I did.
I told you. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Um, to be the best dad and be the best part of their life, period. So, like, and it keeps going because it's the
Yeah.
personal side of
Yeah.
it.
I really like how you
Gym
break them
five
down:
times.
personal, business, health. It's you're really tearing apart your life and holding yourself accountable.
I'm trying, Michael, and you know what? It's personal, it's investments, it's business, it's physical, it's wholesale company, it's personal growth and self-development, because I truly believe that if you out self-develop everyone, you will be able to have a better conversation and be able to convey your message more clearly if you out self-develop everyone, meaning you are your own worst enemy. So be better than yesterday. Hence, I love to read, Audible, everything, and I break it all down: personal and HD business, total annual income X with all of the revenue streams. Because I have the escrow company too and everything else. So it's like I have it all broken down. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
It works for me.
let's flip the script, and I'm going to surprise you a little bit.
Yes.
2023 is almost over. You've got about, I don't know, 19 days left in the year. How'd you do against
Yeah.
2023?
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I love this. You're so
Pretty
good.
sure. The goals 20. And what's crazy, I would pull them out right now on my laminate, but they're all over my main desk at home because
Yeah.
that's where that's my
Yeah.
think tank. So
Yep. I got you.
I have the goals for 2023 right here. I did not hit my annual income goal. No,
Okay.
I did not.
All right.
I did not. I missed it probably by $1.5 million.
Okay. It was a tough year.
Yeah,
Definitely the beginning.
because
The first 6 months were tough.
yes, we're tough, man, and a couple losses and stuff. So we still did okay. But my main annual income goal was 4.1. So
Okay.
I did
Yeah.
not hit that.
All right. Well, you're still a 7-figure earner. I mean, given what the math you just gave me. So
Yeah, but it was a very hard, freaking expensive
yeah,
year,
I
right?
understand.
Expenses go through the roof, not enough
Yeah.
income. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's yeah.
It was a rough year. I gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. That's cool. What about your,
Yeah.
I love how you're, I'll call it spiritual for lack of a better word, family oriented. What were some family goals you had last year?
You know, um, to be well, last year obviously we had Mila,
Mhm.
so which is our youngest, and honestly, Michael, I just want to, as a family, goal, I wanted to be more present for them,
Okay.
however that can work out.
So you had that
And
goal
some
last
people
year
might
or
say,
this year. You're having the goal
"Mhm."
next year. Does that mean you just want to continue what you're doing? Do you want to get better? Like some goals go multiple years, is what I'm hearing you saying, which is totally fine.
Yeah, no, the thing is, you have to stay consistent, because the
Yeah.
only way to get better is if
Yeah.
you have to stay consistent. You talked about putting in the work. Well, guess
Every
what?
day.
You're going to put in the work and you're not going to see no result until 7, 8, 9, 10 months of compounded, same consistent work.
Exactly. Yep.
So that's why it's the first on my list, is because if I'm not practicing it, how do I expect to get better?
Yeah. Exactly.
It
Exactly.
just doesn't make sense.
I love it. I love it.
So,
Um,
yeah.
what do you, so goals are important to you. They're obviously important to me. Um, if you were to give advice to someone who has really never set goals, what would be a couple of words of wisdom you would give them?
Oh, this is spot on. What do you want to make? Okay.
Okay.
Before you want to, I want to make $100,000. Okay. Well, if you have a goal in mind of making 100K, do you know what it's going to take? You got to reverse engineer that goal, right? How much is it per day that you're going to be needing to make? And I have it written down, and I've been writing them down for the last 10, 15 years,
Yeah.
right? Because I wanted to know. I would break it down. It's $275 a day is 100K.
Mm,
100K. Like, I know it because it's ingrained in me, right? And I have it written down right here exactly what I want per day. So if you want to make $250,000 a day or a year, it's $685 a day.
I
Figure
love
out
it.
ways to make that $685 a day,
Yep.
and you make your 250K. It could be big rips, it could be small rips, but the thing is, if you don't write them down and if you don't reverse engineer what you want to make, then you're kind of flying blind and you're kind of seeing what's going to work here, work there, squirrel here, especially in our industry. I want to be a wholesaler. I want to flip. I want to own rentals. Fuck, you don't need to own no rentals because you have no income. And $300, $400, $500 a month is not going to change your life.
Yeah.
Michael, you have many properties, but you also made a bunch of money, and your $700, $800, $900 a month in positive cash flow per property, multiply that by a whole lot. That's a different ball game. But the thing is, you didn't start there.
No, dude,
You
I
started with
didn't get there
earned
until like year
income.
10. That's the thing, is it takes
Exactly,
time.
like we have that same projection. Yes, yes, because our earned income needed to get increased.
Amen.
Big difference.
Totally
Yeah,
agree.
I don't know. I
Omar,
went on a flow there.
No, it was awesome, man. People love your passion. I mean, if you ever take the time to look at the comments to your videos, people just geek out and just really love your energy and passion and honesty. Where, if somebody wanted to join your team, be a part of what you're doing down there in the high desert, how can they follow you?
Guys, follow me at Invest with Omar. Go give some love to my IG page. Go to my YouTube, Omar Alfaro, or at Omar Alfaro.
Awesome, buddy. Thank you so much.